All right, let's dive in. Today, we're tackling the world of real estate agents in 2024.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
It is, it is. We're going deep with a YouTube video. It's called O que es un agente inmobiliario 2024. Agente inmobiliario es para ti.
Okay.
It's by the channel Riqueza Vital. Think you know what it takes to make it as an agent?
I think so, but I'm ready to be surprised.
Well, this video has some real eye-openers, let me tell you. What struck me was how they break down the agent's role.
Yeah,
It's not just about closing deals, it's about building trust right from the get-go.
that's true. You have to earn that trust before someone will let you handle one of their biggest assets.
Exactly. When I hear real estate agent, I usually picture someone, in a fancy suit.
Right, like a smooth talker.
Yeah, all about closing deals, like you said. But this video's got a different vibe for sure.
Yeah, definitely. They use terms like a Caesar and corredor de propiedad.
Interesting.
It's more common in some Spanish-speaking regions. Really emphasizes that advisor role, like guiding someone through a complex process.
Makes sense. It's less about flash and more about, reliability. And they go into all these different functions of an agent.
Like what?
Well, there's this one, capturing owners, which sounds more like a spy movie than real estate.
I guess it's about finding those property owners.
Yeah.
Right? And persuading them you're the one to handle their sale or rental. It's marketing yourself, proving you know your stuff, making them feel confident in you.
Okay, so part detective, part salesperson, just to get started. Then there's all the behind-the-scenes stuff, like preparing the property. Never really thought about how much goes into that.
It's a lot. It's all about showing the property in its best light, right?
Right.
Professional photos, staging, writing up descriptions that really grab you, even getting energy certificates.
Little things you don't think about.
Exactly. But they're so important for attracting buyers.
It's like setting the stage for a play. Everything's got to be just right.
Yeah, to create the right atmosphere.
Then comes the orchestrating visits part, which is more than just, handing over a key.
It's tailoring the approach to each client. You know, some people are all about those individual tours. Others prefer open houses. And then there's virtual tours, which the video's saying are getting bigger and bigger.
The tech side of things. So agents need to be comfortable with those tools, huh?
Absolutely. But even with all the tech, there's still the art of the sale.
Right, where the real expertise comes in.
Understanding what the client needs, working out offers, navigating all those legal bits, and, making sure everything goes smoothly.
So it's not just about closing the deal.
Yep.
It's about making sure everything goes right along the way. The video also talks about nurturing client relationships. Why is that so important in real estate?
Because a good agent's not just in it for the quick sale.
Yeah.
It's about those long-term relationships,
I see, building that trust.
Following up after the sale, being there for questions.
Yeah.
Even just staying in touch. That's how you get referrals, repeat business.
You become more than just a salesperson.
Exactly.
A resource for your clients. And the video mentions this thing, competitive intelligence.
Oh, yeah?
Which sounds kind of intense.
It is. It's knowing your market inside and out. You got to keep tabs on what your competitors are doing.
Like spying on them?
Not exactly spying, but yeah, you analyze their strategies, keep up with trends, those market fluctuations. It's about staying ahead of the game.
You're always learning, adapting, like a chameleon blending in.
Exactly.
Now, the legal side, which they call contractual expertise.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that so important? I mean, we all sign contracts, right?
Right. But these are the backbone of every real estate deal.
Right.
Agents need to be fluent in contract writing, property taxes, all those rental laws.
There's a lot to know.
A lot. And they can vary from place to place. It's about protecting your clients, making sure everything's legit.
So there's a lot that can go wrong if you don't have that expertise.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It's like navigating a minefield.
Pretty much. And then there's the marketing side, which is a whole other beast these days.
Right, with the internet and everything.
The video calls it marketing mastery. It's not just about putting up a for sale sign anymore.
Yep.
You got to have a website, create content, build your online presence.
It's like being your own marketing agency.
Exactly. Building a strong brand is crucial. But even with all these digital skills, they emphasize lifelong learning.
Makes sense. The real estate world's always changing. Got to keep up.
Right. Got to be willing to learn and adapt. But all these functions, they require some serious skills, don't they?
I'd imagine. What does the video say are the most important ones?
Well, right at the top is sales and negotiation prowess.
So being a smooth talker.
It's more than that. It's about persuasion, really understanding what your client wants and finding solutions that work for everyone.
So it's not just about being slick. It's about, like, understanding people.
Exactly. Finding those win-win solutions. What else? Oh, organizational and time management mastery. Absolutely crucial.
I bet. Thinking about all those clients, properties, appointments.
It gets crazy. Juggling all those deadlines, it can get pretty hectic.
I can only imagine. And being able to communicate clearly is key, right?
Oh, absolutely. You're always explaining complex stuff, contracts, market conditions, all those property details. You got to be able to break it down clearly, answer questions thoroughly.
It's like being a translator almost.
Yeah, bridging that gap between the technical stuff and the human side of buying or selling a home.
Right, right. And the video mentions in-depth market knowledge, being the local expert, knowing pricing trends, all that good stuff.
Essential. You got to give your clients the best advice, right?
Makes sense. So real estate agents, they wear a lot of hats.
They do.
Salesperson, therapist, legal expert, marketer, local guide. It's a whole mix.
You got it. And the video actually breaks down the different types of agents you might meet.
Oh, that's interesting. So what different types are there?
Well, you have your independent agents. They're their own bosses. They handle everything themselves. Finding clients, marketing properties, all the paperwork.
So it's the entrepreneurial route with all the freedom and challenges that come with it.
You got it. Then there's autonomous agents. They work with an agency, but they still have a lot of independence in how they run their business.
So it's like a hybrid approach, kind of?
Yeah. And lastly, there's contracted agents.
Oh, hi.
They're usually employed directly by an agency, so they work within a more structured environment, Their roles and responsibilities are set by the agency.
So there's a path for different personalities, different levels of experience.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But, no job is perfect.
Right.
What are some of the challenges that real estate agents face? I'm sure the video doesn't sugarcoat that.
Oh, not at all.
They keep it real, showing both the good and the bad. One of the biggest hurdles, especially for new agents, is competition.
Yeah, I can imagine it's a tough field to break into.
It is. It's crowded, especially in popular areas.
Yeah.
So how do you stand out?
Right.
The video emphasizes building a strong reputation, offering top-notch service, and finding ways to set yourself apart.
So it's not enough to just be good at your job.
Not anymore. You have to be exceptional.
You got to give people a reason to choose you over everyone else.
Right. So finding your niche is important.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, maybe you specialize in luxury homes or eco-friendly properties. Or maybe you focus on a specific type of client, like first-time home buyers.
So you become the go-to person for that particular thing.
Exactly. You tailor your marketing, develop that specialized knowledge, and attract the clients who are looking for what you offer.
That's smart. So being strategic, playing to your strengths.
Right. Now, what other challenges did the video mention? Oh, property acquisition, which can be a real struggle in those competitive markets.
Oh, I bet. Finding the right properties for your clients when everyone wants the same thing.
It's tough. You need persistence, good negotiation skills, and a real knack for spotting value. You're always on the hunt, going to industry events, using your network to find those hidden gems.
Before they even hit the market.
Exactly. It's like being a treasure hunter.
Haha, I like that. But even after you've found that perfect property,
Yeah.
the battle's not over, right? You still got to close the deal.
Oh, and that can be tricky. The video doesn't shy away from that. Things can go wrong with financing, inspections, appraisals, you name it.
So many potential roadblocks.
And the market can change, which can throw a wrench in things, especially if the closing takes a while.
So you got to be ready for anything.
Adapt, think on your feet, have backup plans. A good agent anticipates those obstacles, keeps everyone in the loop, and finds solutions to keep things moving forward.
Sounds like you need nerves of steel to handle all that.
You do.
Huh?
But hey, with all that hard work comes some pretty sweet rewards.
Right. Let's talk about those. I mean, what makes it all worthwhile?
Well, we talked about flexibility, right? Setting your own hours, being your own boss, working from anywhere. That's a big draw for a lot of people.
Especially these days when everyone's looking for that work-life balance.
Exactly. And then there's the income potential,
Can't forget about that.
which can be really good for those who are willing to put in the work. You build a successful business, the sky's the limit, really. Your earnings are tied to your results.
The entrepreneurial dream. But beyond the money, what about the personal satisfaction?
Right. The video talks about personal fulfillment.
What does that look like in real estate?
For a lot of agents, it's about helping people achieve their dreams, guiding first-time buyers, finding that investment property, helping someone find their perfect home.
It's more than just a transaction.
Way more.
Yeah.
It's making a difference in people's lives, And that's what makes any job worthwhile, right?
Absolutely. Now, we've talked about the challenges, the rewards, but what about the tools and resources that can help agents thrive in this market?
Yeah, the video mentions a few key ones.
Like professional websites, those seem pretty essential these days.
Absolutely. Your website is your online storefront. It should showcase your listings, explain your services, provide information about the local market. It's how potential clients find you and connect with you.
It's got to make a good first impression.
It does. You should be visually appealing, easy to use, and work well on phones and tablets.
People are always on their phones.
Right. So having a good website is crucial for attracting clients and building your brand.
Makes sense. Another tool they highlighted is CRM systems. Can you remind us what those are and why they're so useful for real estate agents?
Sure. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It's basically software that helps businesses, especially those dealing with a lot of clients, manage their interactions.
Okay.
It keeps track of client data, communication, appointments, all that stuff. Streamlines the whole client management process.
So it's like having a super organized assistant.
Exactly. It's a lifesaver for agents who are juggling multiple clients, properties, and deadlines.
Keeps everything organized.
Helps you stay efficient, responsive, which is so important for building those client relationships and closing deals.
And I bet it automates a lot of those tedious tasks.
It does. Frees up agents to focus on the important stuff, like building relationships, networking, and providing expert advice. Which brings us to another tool the video mentions, online booking applications.
Oh, yeah, those are everywhere these days.
Right, they're becoming really popular. In real estate, they let potential clients book appointments or viewings online.
So no more back and forth phone calls?
Right, no more endless emails. It makes things easier for both the agent and the client.
Everyone wins, clients get the flexibility they want, and agents save time.
Exactly. Now, besides all the tech stuff, are there any other resources you think are especially helpful for real estate agents?
Good question.
Well, social media is a powerful tool, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, they're great for showcasing listings, engaging with potential clients, sharing market insights, building your brand.
It's all about connecting with people.
Right, and building those relationships, becoming that trusted source of information, like what we're doing here, just on a different platform.
Good point. And we can't forget about good old-fashioned networking.
Definitely not. Going to events, joining local business groups, just getting out there and meeting people face-to-face.
It's all about building those real connections.
Exactly, and those connections can lead to referrals, new business, all sorts of opportunities. Oh, and one more thing. Continuing education.
Right. Got to stay up to date.
The real estate world is constantly changing, so you got to keep learning. New technologies, market trends, legal and regulatory changes.
It's a lot to keep up with.
It is. But the best agents, they're lifelong learners, always looking to improve their skills and knowledge.
So we've covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive. We explored the different roles of a real estate agent, the challenges they face, the rewards they reap, and even some of the tools and resources that can help them succeed.
We did.
It's clear that being a successful real estate agent takes a unique set of skills, knowledge, and personality traits.
Absolutely. It's not just about salesmanship.
Right. It's about understanding the market, building relationships, providing expert advice, and navigating all those complex legal and financial aspects.
It's being a problem solver, a negotiator, a marketer, a counselor, a tech-savvy entrepreneur, and a local expert all in one.
That's a lot to be, and it takes constant learning, adaptability, and a genuine passion for helping people to really thrive in this field.
You said it. It sounds like a tough job, but a rewarding one for those who are up for the challenge.
Now, before we wrap up this part, I have a question for you and for our listeners.
Okay, shoot.
We've talked about the current state of the market, the challenges agents face, but what about the future? What trends or technologies do you think will shape the future of real estate?
That's a great question, and one that we'll be diving into more deeply in the next part of our deep dive.
I can't wait.
But I think it's safe to say that the future of real estate is going to be shaped by a convergence of technology, changing demographics, and evolving consumer preferences.
Sounds like things are about to get interesting. We'll explore all of that in just a bit.
We will.
But first, we want to hear from you, our listeners. What do you think the future holds for real estate? What trends or technologies are you most excited about? Share your thoughts with us on social media or on our website. We always love to hear your perspectives.
Absolutely.
All right, stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve into the exciting future of real estate.
Can't wait.
Either.
So you want to talk about those future trends, those game changers?
Let's do it. I'm really curious how stuff like AI and VR is actually going to play out in real estate.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff. The video actually gives some hints how those technologies might, shake things up.
Oh, I'm all ears. The real estate market always seems to be ahead of the curve.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they suggest AI could make the whole experience way more personalized.
Okay, how so?
Like imagine an algorithm, right?
Yeah.
It analyzes what you like, your budget, your lifestyle, and then boom, it recommends properties that are like perfect for you.
No more sifting through endless listings, hoping to find something decent.
Exactly. Saves everyone time, less frustration for both buyers and agents.
I can see that. Less time wasted on properties that are totally off the mark. So AI could really streamline things for agents too, right?
Totally. Think about it.
Yeah.
Scheduling appointments, managing your client database, even writing those property descriptions.
All that stuff takes so much time.
It does. And if AI can handle it, it frees agents up to do what they do best.
Building relationships, giving expert advice.
Exactly. It's like technology helping us be more human, not less.
I like that. So what about VR? Those virtual tours, are they really that immersive?
The tech's getting crazy good. Imagine putting on a headset, right? And suddenly you're in a beachfront condo in Miami, even if you're like in your living room in Chicago.
Whoa, that would be amazing for people moving across the country or investing in property in another state.
Right. No more flying back and forth just to view a few places.
So much more efficient. The video even mentions using VR to show properties that haven't even been built yet.
I know, right?
Wow.
You could walk through your future dream home before a single brick is laid.
Mind-blowing. Opens up so many possibilities for architects, developers, buyers. And then there's blockchain, which the video touches on briefly.
Okay, confession. I still don't totally get blockchain.
It's a tricky one, but basically it has the potential to make real estate transactions way smoother, way more secure.
How so?
Think of it like this. All the property records stored on a digital ledger.
Okay.
But it's decentralized, tamper-proof. So no more giant stacks of paperwork.
No more title searches that take forever.
Right. And way less risk of fraud. Everything's faster, more transparent, safer for everyone involved.
I can see how that would be a game changer. Actually, the video mentioned something about fractional ownership and crowdfunding.
Yeah. Blockchain makes it possible to, divide ownership of a property into smaller pieces.
And those pieces can be bought and sold digitally. So now people who couldn't afford a whole property can invest in a part of it.
Makes real estate investing more accessible, right?
Exactly. It's democratizing it. But with all this tech coming in, do you think real estate agents will even be needed anymore?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I don't think so. Technology is great for automating tasks, making things more efficient.
Right.
But real estate's still about people. People want guidance, advice, someone to fight for them during what's probably the biggest purchase of their life.
You can't get that from an algorithm no matter how smart it is.
Nope. The best agents, they'll be the ones who use technology to make their services even better.
It's finding that balance, high tech and high touch.
Exactly. But let's shift gears a bit. What about the challenges agents face right now? The video talked about competition. That's always a big one.
Yeah, it's a tough market out there. How do you even stand out with so many agents vying for clients?
It's tough. The video highlights a few things, like building your personal brand, showing off what you know, offering amazing service.
You can't just sit back and wait for clients to find you.
No way. You got to be proactive, network, find what makes you different, what makes you stand out.
It's all about hustle and creativity.
Exactly. And speaking of hustle, the video also mentioned property acquisition.
Finding the right properties for your clients when everything's so competitive.
It's a battle. You need persistence, strong negotiation skills, and a sixth sense for value. You're always looking, going to events, using your contacts to find those hidden gems before anyone else does.
So much legwork.
It is. But then even after you found that diamond in the rough, the work's not over.
You still have to close the deal, which isn't always easy.
Definitely not. The video talks about how closing deals can be a real roller coaster.
How so?
Well, financing can fall through, inspections can turn up problems, appraisals can come in low. Sometimes people just change their minds at the last minute.
So much can go wrong.
It can. You need to be able to handle the pressure, solve problems, keep things on track.
It takes resilience, that's for sure. But hey, it can't all be stress and challenges.
Right. What about the good stuff? The things that make it all worthwhile?
Exactly.
We talked about the flexibility, being your own boss, setting your own schedule.
That's a big one for a lot of people.
Huge. And then there's the income potential, which can be really good. if you're willing to put in the work. Your earnings are directly tied to your success, so the more you hustle, the more you can make.
The entrepreneurial spirit.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's not just about the money, right? The video also talks about personal fulfillment.
That feeling of satisfaction, of making a real difference.
Exactly. For a lot of agents, the real reward is helping people, guiding them through one of the biggest decisions of their lives, helping them find their dream home,
It's a pretty powerful thing.
It is. So we've talked about the challenges, the rewards. Now let's get back to those tools and resources, the things that can help agents succeed in this crazy market. We talked about professional websites.
Essential in today's world.
Absolutely. It's your online storefront, your virtual business card, your 24/7 marketing machine.
Got to make a good first impression online.
Right. It should be visually appealing, easy to navigate, and work well on phones.
Most people browse on their phones these days.
Exactly. So having a good website is crucial for attracting clients and building your brand.
And we talked about CRM systems, those super organized assistants.
Yeah. A CRM is basically software that helps you manage all your client interactions.
All those contacts, appointments, emails.
Keeps it all organized, helps you stay on top of things. It's a lifesaver for agents who are juggling multiple clients and properties.
I can see how that would be helpful. Keeps you from drowning in paperwork.
For sure. And it automates a lot of tasks, so you can focus on the things that really matter, like building relationships and providing expert advice.
Working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. And remember those online booking applications we talked about?
Yeah, the ones that let people book appointments or viewings online.
Those are becoming super popular. They make things easier for everyone, give clients more flexibility, save agents time.
Win-win.
Definitely. Now, what other resources are out there? Well, social media is a powerful tool for real estate agents.
It's how so many people find information these days.
Right. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, they're great for showcasing listings, engaging with potential clients, sharing market insights, building your brand.
It's all about connecting with people, building those relationships.
Exactly. Kind of like what we're doing here, just on a different platform.
Exactly. And of course, we can't forget about good old-fashioned networking.
Definitely not. Attending events, joining local business groups, getting out there and meeting people face-to-face. It's so valuable for building connections and getting referrals.
You can't beat those personal connections.
Nope. And one more thing, continuing education. The real estate landscape is constantly changing, so it's crucial to stay up to date. New technologies, market trends, legal changes. It's a lot to keep up with, but the best agents, they're always learning.
So in this part of our deep dive, we really focused on the practical side of things, the challenges and the resources.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty.
But it's clear that being a real estate agent, it's more than just buying and selling houses.
It's way more than that.
It's understanding the market, building relationships, navigating complex situations, and always learning and adapting.
You got it. It's a demanding career, but a rewarding one for those who are up for the challenge.
Now, for the final part of our deep dive, let's look ahead.
Okay, the future of real estate.
Exactly. What trends and technologies do you think will shape the industry in the years to come?
That's the big question, isn't it? We touched on it briefly earlier, but there's so much more to explore.
We did. But I'm curious to hear your more in-depth thoughts.
Well, I think the future of real estate is going to be shaped by a convergence of a few things.
Like
technology, for sure, but also changing demographics and those evolving consumer preferences we talked about.
A lot to unpack there.
There is. It's going to be a fascinating journey.
I'm ready for it. But before we jump into that, let's hear from you, our listeners.
Okay.
What do you think the future holds for real estate? What trends or technologies are you most excited about or maybe a little worried about?
Yeah, let us know.
Share your thoughts with us on social media or on our website. We're always eager to hear your perspectives. Okay, so part 3, the grand finale. Time to really explore that future of real estate you're talking about.
All right, let's do it. Remember those trends we touched on? Technology, demographics, changing preferences.
Yeah, it's like a recipe for some major shifts in the industry.
Right. The video doesn't spell it all out, but it definitely gets you thinking about how these forces could reshape things.
Okay, so let's dive in. First up, technology. AI, VR, blockchain. We talked about them, but how could they actually impact what agents do every day?
Well, one thing that really stuck with me was AI's potential for like a hyper-personalized experience.
Okay.
Think about it. An AI platform that analyzes your preferences, your budget, your lifestyle, and then it creates a list of properties that actually match what you want.
No more wading through a million listings that aren't even close.
Exactly. Saves buyers a ton of time, and agents too.
Less frustration all around. And AI could also help agents with like market analysis and stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Imagine AI predicting property values, spotting investment opportunities.
It's like having a crystal ball, but powered by data.
Pretty much. But there's always that question, can AI replace a real estate agent's intuition?
Yeah, that human touch.
I think it's about using AI as a tool to enhance what agents do, not replace them completely.
So AI handles the data crunching, the number stuff.
And that frees up agents to focus on building those relationships, giving personalized advice, negotiating those tricky deals.
It's finding that balance, right? Tech and human expertise working together.
Exactly. And then there's VR, which could totally change how people view properties.
Yeah, those virtual tours, can they really make you feel like you're actually there?
The technology is getting so good, it's crazy. Imagine putting on a headset and boom, you're transported to that beachfront condo, even if you're miles away.
No more cross-country flights just to look at a few houses.
Makes the whole process more efficient, more accessible. Plus, like the video said, you could even use VR to showcase properties that haven't even been built yet.
So you could walk through your future dream home before it even exists.
Exactly. Pretty mind-blowing, right? And then we have blockchain, which I'll admit is still a bit of a mystery to me.
Me too. But it seems like it would have a huge impact on real estate.
It could. Imagine a world where all those property records are stored digitally.
Okay.
But on a secure, tamper-proof ledger, like blockchain. No more paper titles, less chance of fraud.
And transactions would be faster, right?
Way faster. Everything's more transparent, more secure. Plus, remember those fractional ownership and crowdfunding things we talked about?
Yeah, where people can invest in just a piece of a property.
Blockchain makes that possible. It opens up investment to a whole new group of people.
Makes real estate investing less intimidating, more accessible.
Exactly. But with all this tech, it's easy to wonder, will real estate agents even be needed in the future?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
I think they will be. Technology can do a lot, but at the end of the day, real estate is about people.
It's about that human connection.
People want guidance.
Yeah.
They want someone they trust to help them through such a big decision.
You can't get that from an algorithm.
Nope. I think the most successful agents will be the ones who use technology to their advantage to make their services even better.
It's about adapting, evolving with the times.
Exactly. Now, remember those changing demographics and consumer preferences we talked about?
Yeah, those are important too, right?
Huge. For example, more and more people are moving to cities.
Right, urbanization, that's the trend.
So agents need to understand those urban markets, the competition, the specific needs of city dwellers.
Like knowing about condos, co-living spaces, all that.
Right. And people are also looking for a certain lifestyle.
Like walkability, access to cool amenities, a sense of community.
Exactly. So agents need to tap into that, highlight those things when they're selling a property.
It's about selling an experience, not just a building.
You got it.
Yeah.
And let's not forget sustainability, especially for younger generations. That's a big deal.
Eco-friendly features, energy efficiency, all that.
Right. So agents need to understand what different generations value and adapt their approach accordingly.
It's about staying ahead of the curve, knowing what people want.
Exactly. The real estate world is constantly evolving, and the agents who can keep up will be the ones who thrive.
So, in a nutshell, what does the future hold for real estate agents?
I think it's going to be a wild ride, full of exciting changes and new possibilities. The agents who can embrace technology, understand their clients, and adapt to the evolving market, those are the ones who will succeed.
It's about being more than just a salesperson.
Way more. It's about being a trusted advisor, a tech-savvy negotiator, a marketing guru, a problem solver. It's about being passionate about helping people find their place in the world.
Well said. And that wraps up our deep dive into the world of real estate agents. We've covered a lot of ground, explored the challenges, the rewards, and the exciting possibilities that lie ahead.
It's been a fascinating journey.
We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And remember, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, the key to success in real estate is to never stop learning, adapting, and connecting with people. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.